That's a good crew. Got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. So I appreciate you all taking the time. Happy, what is today? Tuesday, the 12th. Happy March 12th. Happy Tuesday. For those of you who don't know, if you're new to this, I'm Dr. Tony Colson. I lead the CAE Community National Center. We're the ones that are responsible for all those emails you get every week, maybe sometimes multiple times per week, and so on. As you know, we do these virtual monthly meetups every Tuesday in the month, and I believe that we already have the one for April scheduled, right? Vanessa, yeah? Very good.
Yes, we do.
As is tradition, I am always expected to start with one thing. Michael Burt, what is that one thing I have to start my meetings with?
One of those mind-piercing, beautiful jokes.
That is right. Yes, that I don't know if they're well, maybe they are. But so we will start.
Depends on the mind.
We will start with the joke. And given it's St. Patrick's Day coming up, I thought I would start with my experience. A number of years ago, I had a chance to go to Dublin, Ireland. And while I was there, I saw this guy, and he was pushing a wheelbarrow. And in the wheelbarrow, he had horseshoes, he had rabbit's feet, and he had 4-leaf clovers in this wheelbarrow. And I said, wow, he's really pushing his luck.
You got
laughs. Silent laughs. Yeah, but maybe we should have a cricket noise. I don't know. Okay.
Tony, I sit here unimpressed, but I'm using that one tonight.
Thank you.
You might want to have everybody unmute before you tell the joke. Then
all right. Well, we have a few announcements to make, and then we'll head right into the program this morning. As you know, next month is the CAE Community Symposium. Yay! In Louisville, Kentucky. We I believe we're almost full. Vanessa, where are we? How many spots do we even have left at the symposium this year? Put her on the spot.
We have about 20 more available tickets left.
That's absolutely amazing. So the biggest symposium that we've ever run topped just over 300 people. That means that this symposium will be 550. This is huge, and it's a great opportunity for our the first point of registration is always the points of contact, but also we open up registration to others that are affiliated within your college or university. But it's a great opportunity for the academics to get together and talk about academic issues. The program this year will actually start with some strategic planning sessions from the 4 national centers: the candidates program, the education national center, the career preparations national center, and the CAE community, as well as some strategic planning with the program office. Just some questions that we want answers and feedback related to the direction of the academic side of the CAE program. So we're really excited for you to be there. If you have any trouble with registration or a link that was sent to you, always understand that the first line of defense for us is we throw it out through Constant Contact, because the list is so big now, we get marked as a spam. So we use Constant Contact, but if you have blocked your Constant Contact, then you won't be receiving certain important emails. So please check your spam or junk folder, just in case you may have missed an important message about the CAE Community Symposium. The room block at the Galt Hotel in Kentucky, I have a picture of it. It's a really nice hotel. Is sold out, and the Overflow Hotel is still available. Vanessa, I'm looking at the list here.
Yeah, we still have a couple of spots available. Luckily, we're in a really good part of town where we're surrounded by hotels. So If you don't stay close to the water, your rate might be a little cheaper, but the Cambria is our overflow hotel. There's links in the notifications that have gone out to everybody.
Excellent. Are we running a shuttle?
Yes, I do have a survey going on for people staying at the Cambria. It will only be a shuttle from there to the Galt. We're not driving other places, unfortunately, but yeah, there will be a shuttle.
Okay, excellent. As a reminder to everybody, by the way, put your name and affiliation in the chat window, say good morning, maybe make some connections. We have some important things that are also happening. As is usual, we start with one program, which is the CAE Community Symposium. And then we have the PMO meeting, the CAE NSA Program Office meeting, and a designation ceremony the next day. On the Friday, some people have contacted us and said, are we supposed to go to the Gen Cyber meeting? The answer to that is a separate meeting, and it's only for schools that have active Gen Cyber camps, and you would have received a completely separate invite. And then a number of you have inquired and said, I understand there's another meeting on Monday and another meeting happening on Thursday and so on. These are not managed by us per se. I know there's an AI meeting that Towson University is running, and there's also some competency training sessions that for the CAE competency workshops, and those will be on Thursday. Just pay attention to your email. There's a lot going on, but you know, one event starts at the center, and then a lot of people are setting up kind of ancillary events. We'll do our best to try and coordinate them, but I wanted to at least put it into context for you. With that, this morning, we are going to talk about, we're going to lead off with AI with Dr. Vincent Nestler. And then we'll have Victoria from our marketing, from Doorknocker Marketing, who's our contractor for a number of marketing initiatives within the CAE community, talking about the CAE web pages and also the yearbook. And then we'll lead into Gretchen and Paige that are going to talk about new and early career faculty opportunities. So with that, Vinny, are you ready to go?
Maybe. Hold on.
All right,
I
Dr.
can do
Vincent
this.
Nestler to talk about AI. Not sure what we're seeing there, Vinny. There we
You're
go.
seeing
There
a
we go.
portion of my screen.
A very small portion.
I'm doing it in a very, there we go. I need a portion of the screen. This way I'm not flipping back and forth. There we go. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very short 15-minute talk on AI. 15 minutes is not enough time to talk about it, but I'm going to do my best to share a little bit of my perspective and try to give you some resources that might be useful that you could use in the classroom. Some of the views that you see here are my own and not Cal State San Bernardino, CAE community, the PMO office, or any of their affiliates. I don't like AI. I'm not a big fan of AI, but we all need to take a look at what's going on. So, okay, let's do a quick demo just for funs and giggles. Let me see. Okay, this is why we're doing it this way. Okay, looking in the text chat, first person, somebody give me an animal.
A monkey.
Okay, oh, we got monkey. I heard monkey first, so let's see. Monkey. A photo. Give me a sport.
Track and field.
Give me a planet. I got Venus. Okay, we'll let that cook. I got this guy. We like him. We'll put him there. We like this guy. We'll put him there. And we'll start that. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Write a poem about how AI will take over the world, make it funny. Do a new chat there. Paste, let that run. Oh, gotta select the model. We'll do Mistral. And last but not least, I'm a vegetarian. My wife is not. I don't have lots of time to cook at night. Please create a week-long meal plan for dinner. Make dinner a vegetarian with a meat option. Make it nutritious, delicious, easy to cook with minimal ingredients. Create a shopping list and recipes. Okay, we'll let that cook. Okay, and then we'll come back to this later. Okay, so that's the first part of the demo. We'll come back to the demo later. All right, so whenever we talk about AI, really we mean generative AI. There's lots to unpack with what we mean by AI, but basically generative AI is what's throwing everything into an upheaval. AI has been around for a while, but it's generative AI that's really doing, is really kind of turning things around. In my slides, I have a bunch of links to anything that I referred to. So these slides will be made available to you at the end of the talk. Is AI coming for me? Should I worry? Yes. CP Gray did a video almost 10 years ago talking about how AI was changing things, and he gave an example of a horse. He was talking about how when AI came into place, people said, oh, it was disruptive. All the people that used to do the stuff for horses, they lost their jobs, but they wound up getting jobs at the car factories. So it wasn't a big deal because more better technology made more better jobs for people, but it didn't make more better jobs for horses. There were millions of horses on the planet. Now it's very few. You can't give a horse away, right? And so AI kind of is displacing people the same way the car displaced the horse. I didn't mean to go there. All right. Klarna, the CEO of Klarna got rid of 700 people a year ago. This year, he said, I have AI doing the job of 700 people. Okay. 42,000 layoffs, even though business is booming for tech. You get the message. Should you worry about AI? Is AI coming for me? The market forces of land, labor, capital, labor being the thing that you can change. If I can get labor to be done faster, better, safer, cheaper, then companies are going to use it. And so we have to be aware of that. It's just a fact. Keep in mind, better, faster, safer, cheaper. If AI can do any one of those four things without impacting the other three, it's going to do it. There's an AI for that. If you take a look at that website, you'll see all the different AIs that are created for all the different tasks and functions that people currently do. Is coding dead? So this is a good video. You could just watch the first 90 seconds of it. The CEO of NVIDIA, out of his mouth came the words, you don't need computer science anymore. Right? You don't need to learn computer science. The Stability AI CEO said 5 years, no more programmers. Whether they're correct or not, it'd be odd for this person who is the third leading CEO, third leading company on the planet, saying something that would make the people who create the software for which his chip is based on, gaming and AI, to tell them, don't worry about it. We don't need you anymore. Right? That's a very crazy statement. Now, maybe he's on drugs. I don't know. Maybe he's cuckoo, right? Maybe he wants to destroy his company. I don't get it. But he said it. He said on a world stage, you have to give it some thought. It's a good class discussion, perhaps. These are some of the results of doing research that I'm working on. I'm looking at all the tasks in the DCWF, looking at all the tasks for all the work roles, and asking AI, which of these tasks can you do? Which of these tasks can you assist? And which of these tasks can you do nothing about? basically is mostly human. And these are the ones. And about 80% of tasks that are currently in the DCWF can be replaced or assisted by AI. So now that I've depressed you all, let's give a little hope. So here's something I like to call the Kasparov hypothesis. Kasparov gave a talk at DEF CON 25. Kasparov is the last man standing against Deep Blue playing chess against AI. He lost. It's a great talk. He gets into the details of it. It's very good, but the bottom line is this. He said, listen, if you put a human up against AI, the best human against the best AI, human loses. If you take a mediocre human with a pretty good AI and a superior process of how they work, it beats the best AI. And his example is saying people who aren't that great a chess player are using their iPhone chess and playing together against the chess online and winning. So the human mind is able to look at the chess moves and say, tell the app, okay, go ahead. Yeah, okay. Oh, no, that's what's going to get us in trouble, and is able to make that distinction and win against the AI. And so that's kind of where hope comes from. And that's basically the plot line for Terminator 2, right? So be that as it may. So so the takeaway is get pretty good at something, at least. Cultivate an AI, both public and local, and then figure out your process of how you work with AI to do the things that you do that will ultimately be better than AI could do alone. So tools, ChatGPT. I don't own stock in Chat. I don't even know if they're open. I don't even know if they have stock. But if you don't have a ChatGPT account, please get one. If you do have one, get the paid version. $20 a month. It's the best $20 you'll spend. If you get $25 a month, $25 a month gets you the teams, and you and another person can get together and be a team. And they say that they will not ingest your information. So whatever you're typing in, they're not taking it and using it for their future models. So if you want some semblance of privacy and protection of your information, that's something to consider. So by having a ChatGPT paid account, the stuff that you could do is numerous. I don't have enough time to demonstrate it all here, but as a quick example, let me see, we have this here. So ChatGPT will allow you to explore other GPTs that are more personalized. So if you wanted to do specifically research, there'll be GPTs that are specifically geared for doing research. I've created 2 cheap GPTs, one is a competency constructor, not for public use yet, but if you're trying to develop your competencies for redesignation, you can toss them in here and it'll help you write it. You can ask it questions like, what are the essential elements? And it'll start telling you, it'll search the database. I gave it all the docs it needs, and then it'll start telling you what the essential elements are, right? A, B, C, D, E, right? So that, and you can give it a competency and it'll kind of comment on it. But again, we're working on it. So you can create your own GPTs for whatever it is that you do if you're not already aware of it. Okay. There's Claude. Claude had a recent upgrade. People are saying it's very competitive, if not better than GPT in some ways. Perplexity AI. If you haven't heard of Perplexity AI, another thing that's worth using. I'm using it more instead of Google. Perplexity AI will I don't know if it knows CA community, but so there you go, CA community. And the thing about the difference between this and Google is it's going to give you an AI summary of the question you asked, and it's going to give you the references. So you know that you're not asking AI a question and it's hallucinating, right? And Google is not just dumping stuff on the screen And then you have to figure out what it is. It's giving you the summary and the references. So Perplexity is a very nice tool to kind of work with and help you with your research. All right. Prompt engineering is probably the thing that you want to spend time at least mastering and getting the students to start training their mind to think. Be specific. Make sure you use good spelling. Put the AI into a persona. Tell it exactly what you want, what the output should look like, any constraints. Just be very specific about what you want. Ask it. You can even ask it and say, okay, that's what the question I'm asking. Do you have any questions about what I'm asking you so I can make sure you understand what I want so you can give it to me better? And then that gives you a better prompt. When people say AI is not that good, usually I think, okay, what was your prompt? What was the temperature, top P, top K? There's a lot of things that you could put in to make it give you a better answer, depending on what you want. And usually they're like, oh, I didn't know. Promptingguide.ai, and here's OpenAI's links. Again, I'll make these slides available to you on them telling you exactly how you can get the most out of their prompt. You could do this if you want to create images online. These are some of them, but ChatGPT does that as well. Okay, what's my time check? I'm trying to go through this.
You have about 3
3
minutes.
minutes. All right. So, cultivate local AI. There are many apps that you can use to create your own ChatGPT. So, Ollama is probably the best in terms of its speed and how it works. LM Studio is the easiest, where it has a great interface. This is LM Studio. You can download models, choose the model you want, and then interact with it almost exactly like you do with ChatGPT. And you can change what I was talking about, right? The top P, top K, all of that. So cultivate your own AI, especially because there's some information you don't want on ChatGPT regardless. So you have to start learning, how can I do it locally in cybersecurity? How can I look at information, analyze it, and play with it locally? And so there's that. All right, so let me now come back to the demos. Okay, here's our monkey playing basketball on the on Venus. I don't know what that is. It's probably another monkey. I'm sorry, soccer. Here's me with the hamsters. This is fake news. I did not have the hamsters or whatever those are. Here's the poem, and here's the meal plan, shopping list, recipes, and so on. So the reason I did this was to say, while I'm doing this frantic talk with you over 15 minutes, in the background, I had artwork being generated, poem being generated, and a meal plan being generated, right? This makes me superhuman. I can do stuff in the background while I'm doing other stuff talking to you, right? And then at the end, have what I needed at the end. So this is a very transformative stage that we're in for humanity, however you want to look at it. And we want to try to prepare our students as best as we can for that and let them know how to become superhuman as well. I would recommend that you have your students take a look at what they want to be when they grow up. What are the tasks that you have to do that thing that you want to be, and start looking at, how do I do those tasks AI enhanced? Shameless plug, if you're interested, I'm doing a 3-hour talk on AI on Friday. These are the Zoom links. It's free online. And you're welcome to attend if you want. I'll be a little less frantic because I have 3 hours to talk about everything. And then I'll be able to answer questions as well. With that, I turn it back to the CA community host.
All right, thank you very much for that quick overview. AI and cyber is becoming especially big, and there's talk about, can we leverage the CAE in cyber to start a community in AI? And I think so, because we built an effective model. Where else have you ever seen this many academics regularly get together to talk about important topics? And a lot of our jobs are or AI adjacent and cyber adjacent. So stay tuned. Now we're going to head on to Victoria from Door Knocker Marketing, and she's going to talk a little bit about the CAE web pages and the yearbook project.
Yes, thank you. So first off, I want to start off with the yearbook. This year we are calling it the show book, but you might know it as the yearbook or the program guide from our past reiterations of it. This year it's a little bit different. We are going to be printing it out and sending it to all of your presidents. So due to this, we have a deadline of March 31st where we need to get all of your information in. I have been sending out emails. If for whatever reason you did not get an email from me, you can email me at victoria@caecommunity.org. I will put the link for the Google form into the chat. This is the only link that we do have. So you will need a Gmail account in order to access it. But once you are in, you can put your .edu info. So if you have any questions, again, here is my email for any questions about the show book. By the way, if you want to, for those of you who don't really understand what the show book is, if you go to our map on the website, you will see something called information flyers next to certain institutions. What we're essentially doing is we are taking all of those flyers and compiling them into a book. So if you are curious to see what other institutions' flyers look like, I would suggest you go onto the map right now and take a look. You can also see if your flyer is there from previous years as well. So on that note, for those of you who don't know, we have been working extremely hard on the map. You will notice it's basically has been revived and revamped. We're doing a lot of things right now to draw attention to the community and obviously all of our institutions. And we want more people to come to our website. We want more people to check out each individual institution on the map page. So for those purposes, we have done what's called a backlink outreach strategy. So many of you may have also been contacted by me requesting that you put our website on your website as well as our seal. So the seal is more for brand recognition purposes. We're all a member of the CAE community. We want to be able to display that. And then the seal, or excuse me, the link is more for SEO purposes. So a lot of people have asked me particular questions about where they can include it. We don't really have anything set in stone right now. We do have some kind of fluid guidelines, but it's really based upon how much real estate your current website has. It's also dependent on if you just have one cybersecurity page or if you have dedicated pages for each individual program. If possible, we would like it on as many pages as you can, as you can, what's allowed on your website, sorry. And people have also asked me if you can hyperlink the seal directly. You can, or you can just include it as a reference in some text. Some people have asked me for particular verbiage that they can use when addressing the CAE community. So if you go to our website, in the About Us section, there is a drop-down menu for what is a CAE in cybersecurity. And you will come across this little blurb right here. So if you are looking to provide some context with a seal or a link, you can just go on our website and copy this right here. And then I also just wanted to share some achievements with everybody in regards to this backlink outreach strategy. For everybody that has provided me a backlink and a seal, I just want to say thank you so much. It has helped tremendously as far as our SEO efforts are concerned. So just a couple numbers here if you want to take a look at them. Our backlinks are up by 67%. Our domain authority is up. SEMrush is one tool that we use to check SEO. There's another one called Moz, which uses a different model. According to them, we're at 34. Our goal is to get at 50. 50 is what's considered a good domain authority score. And so we're basically not going to stop until we get there. Organic traffic is up. Website visits are up. Unique visitors are up. Page visits are up. Average visit duration is up. And the bounce rate, which is how fast people leave, has decreased actually. So that's also good as well. So in addition to SEO, I just want to dovetail off of what we talked about in last month's meetings for those of you who haven't or who weren't there. I just want to say that if you haven't done so already, please follow us on social media. We are also building up our social media pages as well. You can find all of our social media information on the footer of our webpage, and I will also put that into the chat as well. And lastly, one of the things, like I mentioned, we're always looking for ways to do a spotlight on all of our schools. So in addition to our map, in addition to drawing more traffic to our website, in addition to showcasing you on social media, we have other ways that we want to promote you, and we need you to share your exciting cybersecurity news with us. So we do have a Qualtrics form. If you have anything that you would like to share with us about what your students are doing, competitions that you have won, anything interesting, please fill out this form to share with us so that we can promote you more. So if anyone has any questions right now, please let me know about the show book or any of our other initiatives.
Can you give them the form link?
Yes.
In the chat?
Yes, I can do that. Not a problem.
There is a question I know that comes up all the time because we get some pushbacks, is as we're going through kind of institutional websites for the yearbook, showbook process, a number of institutions have the NSA logo up. If you, we have a style guide that the NSA has allowed us to put up on the CAE community website. You have to have explicit permission from the NSA to put their logo up. If you have received the CAE designation, the only logos that you can have are the CAE program logo and the CAE community logo. And so ours looks like this. So we're the non-government logo, and then the other one is the CAE logo that looks like, oh, it was on my desk. Here it is. I just happen to have one. The CAE logo that looks like that one right there. The NSA logo, again, it's my understanding, and you can ask for confirmation from the program office, but you can't put the NSA logo without permission directly from written permission from the NSA. So I thought I would just clarify that for you all. So we're not trying to be the cops. We're just trying to say, hey, if you have that there, you know, we don't want you to get a cease and desist. We might point it out to you. We're trying to help. And also the other thing is, we can't advertise all the good work you're doing and tell our story to the nation and provide to students and to the White House and all the people that fund these programs if it's not broadcast out through social media and put onto the website. So please let us have whatever content, exciting things you have going on, let us have that so that we can advertise and drive traffic in that direction. And if you haven't seen the new CAE map, you should probably take a look. Anything else, Victoria?
Nope, that's it. I'll
Okay,
put
and
the CAE map in the chat right now as well.
yep. So there's lots of stuff in links, etc. So now we have Gretchen Bliss, longtime enthusiast in the CAE community, as well as Paige Flores, and they're going to talk about the new and early faculty career program. So take it away.
Thank you so much, Tony. I really appreciate the opportunity. So I'm Gretchen Bliss. I'm the cybersecurity director at the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, and my partner in crime is Paige Flores from Towson University. And we came up with the idea last summer because we looked around the room and saw that we didn't really see a lot of those new and early career faculty. And so we came up with a plan and initiative under Yair and Ann under the CD to reach out to all of our partner institutions to get those new and early career faculty kind of up to speed. Two things. We wanted to retain them, right? Because we all worry about retention when it comes to faculty. And we also wanted to both have them learn about the CA community as well as bring their voice into the CA community. Because a lot of times, a lot of us have been in this for a long time and we don't always, get to connect with those new people having new ideas. And so what we're trying to do is put that together. So we all met, we put a steering committee together of folks who'd been in the community for a while and new faculty to come together to say, hey, what do we need? What do we need to share with people to move forward on this? And we came up with a plan of 5 topics. We've been doing them remotely. Paige is going to talk more in depth about that. But we would just invite you, if you have any new or early career faculty, to sign up for this. Is on the CAECD page, and we would be very excited to have you participate with us. And if you do have to miss it because of the timing, we do record it and post it on the YouTube channel. So feel free to go back and go through that. So Paige, I'm going to turn it over to you to dive down into the details.
So as Gretchen mentioned, and I apologize for my voice, northeast weather up here. We have 5 workshops planned. We've actually already gone through 2. So in February, we did an awesome workshop on networking. We had 24 attendees, and that video was posted on YouTube, and we've had 44 views. We covered a lot of like basic networking, but there was a lot of great conversation, and I'll get to some feedback that we got from the workshop as well, just around, how do we teach some of these topics, maybe different ways of covering it, different ways to kind of teach it in your classroom. I know like I was introduced to like flipped classroom approaches and things like that. So it's just a really great conversation all the way around. Last Friday, we had a workshop on Linux, and we had 23 attendees for that one, pending to go up on YouTube. So I'll let you know about the views then. And next Friday on March 22nd at 4 o'clock, we're doing a pen testing one, which is really exciting. We actually have 2 newer faculty that are both going to be running that one. One is from Touro University, and the other one I believe is from New Jersey Institute of Technology. So really excited to see that one. There's going to be an in-person opportunity at the CAE Symposium covering forensics. And then in May, we're going to be doing an introduction to cybersecurity at 12. I do have a registration link there, and I'll drop it in the chat as well. Again, invite your younger, new faculty that are kind of maybe newer to your programs. Also PhD students. I know I'm currently a PhD student, so it's great to kind of learn all of these new things that I can build into my classroom. And then just kind of looking at some of the feedback we get at the end, the resources seem to be something that people love getting shared. And I personally love to see that. I know we've talked about Clark last time, if you've worked with Clark or if you've worked with the CARD system. And then also just a shout out to Zoe, who's been kind of helping us along the way as well, integrating competencies into all of these topics, and getting kind of the newer and early career into this competency idea and how we can bring that into our classroom. And we've gotten some really great feedback on how they can integrate that into their classrooms. And I will share the link in the chat. But are there any questions for anybody?
Thanks, Tony. Over to you.
All right, this is a great program, especially those, I was saying this morning that when somebody went to hire me, they said, this job as being a faculty, it can have its tough moments. And I said, you have no idea, because I have no idea what I'm doing, right? And so for new and early career faculty, oftentimes we're not coming in with a teaching credential. This is not only technology, but this is also how to navigate that early career, a little bit of mentorship. And so I really appreciate the enthusiasm through the community of practice for this cyber defense to say to Gretchen and Paige, take it away. Give these new and early career faculty something that is very useful. So thank you so much. And there are links that are already in the chat. Pay attention to those links. We're getting a lot of interesting feedback just on logos. That seems to be the big conversation as I depart. And Amy said, show the logos again. So here's a program that we had from last year, which was the National Cybersecurity Education Colloquium. That it means that the CAE community, the academic side that we represent, is here. That's our logo. And this is the CAE program logo. Those are the only 2 logos when you are designated that you are able to use and that gets sent to you. The NSA, in the past, the NSA and DHS used to put up their logos and say this was an NSA DHS program. My understanding, and you can try and confirm this with the NSA program office, is that they no longer want their logo freely used without explicit written permission from those agencies. So if you think the NSA's big agency used to stand for no such agency, NSA. So if you want those logos, you have to try and get a response from them. But it's a very big place, and you'll probably end up being sucked into the vortex of their public relations department, who will refer you back to, there is a CAE National Centers of Excellence logo, and that's the one that you should use. So again, we're not trying to be the police. We're just sharing information. If I am wrong,
Hey, Tony.
I will let you know. Yes.
Hey, Tony. Dee
Yeah.
Dee.
Oh, you're there.
PMO
There you go.
office.
PMO's here. Thank you.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of us in the chat in the group.
Okay.
But anyways, we get logo requests all the time, so they just have to email us, and we usually say yes. So
Okay.
Didi,
I wanna-
Didi, I've been emailing, and I think Amy, that's her name. She's our contact person for Rockland, and it's just not. I haven't gotten any kind of definite answer. And it's been
I was
months.
in the middle of typing. I was in the middle of typing you a chat. I just put it in chat. Make sure you're using the right alias, because our alias has changed a couple of times.
No, but I've been
So-
going directly through Amy, who is the person who did our redesignation, and it's just not.
Not
I
my
don't know.
Amy, the different Amy.
Yeah, Amy was. I don't remember her last name.
Yeah, we don't have an Amy on our. Yeah, we don't have an Amy on our side.
Well,
So-
I guess we should be emailing you directly, because I did email you guys directly. That's about 6 months ago. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, go ahead and send us another email, and then and just send us your request, and we'll get back to you. And I just put it in your I just put it in the
In the
chat.
chat.
Yeah.
Here's the thing
so-
about the chat. I don't think it was rectified, because I'm still trying to copy chat stuff and I'm not getting through. Tony, that was going to be looked at last month.
Yep. So on the logo, we're going with guidance. The reason I was stating the way I was stating is Kyra from the program office, who was in charge of that. That was a discussion that we had about the use of the NSA logo. And so I just want to make sure, since the program office is on the phone, that everything
just-
is, that you guys it's a slightly different information, but that's okay. Yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
are the
just
ultimate
email us.
authority on it.
Yeah, just email us your requests, and we're responding to them. So we have a lot of we get a lot of requests every day, and we're just responding, and we're just letting people use our logos. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. All right, everybody.
Yes, that would be
Well,
great.
That is
Don't
all
end
we
yet.
have. That is all we have for today. So I absolutely appreciate you being here, and we will see you again next month, and then we'll see some of you in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yes, but Tony, can we get an email with those links? Because as I said before, we cannot copy them still.
There was a
There will be
is-
notes. I'll send notes out after
Okay.
this meeting. And then we have our webpage up. So things will be uploaded shortly along with this video.
Okay, because it's really it used to be so easy where we could just copy and paste it into a Word document and look at it, but then from the last couple of meetings we haven't been able to do that, and that was going to be looked into.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, we will send it out. Thank you.
okay, much appreciated.